Within our community, we know that child abuse and neglect remains a significant problem. There are over 5,400 children within the foster care system. Here at CASA, we are the only agency in Bexar County directly advocating for these children that are in the court system. Our trained advocates meet with the kids monthly and with the individuals that are in the lives of these children at the time of care, which can be the teachers, the caregivers, social workers, CPS, and other health professionals. So ultimately, through information gathering, they're able to go to the judges and make a recommendation for permanent placement for these children.
When a child is removed from their family, we know that abuse and neglect has occurred. They're at a very vulnerable state, and we're trying very hard to put them in a situation that minimizes the traumatic effect of their removal. CASA is an incredible resource for the courts. I rely on them to give me information about what the situation is with the children. Are the children safe? How are they doing in foster care?
One of my students was taken away from her parents, and I never saw her again. And so I came home one day and I told Angel that I felt a door had closed on me. I didn't know what to do and what was gonna happen to this child.
We either could do something about it or just ignore it. And we decided to do something about it. So I heard about CASA through a coworker, started digging into it, and what really stood out to me was the level of impact that you have with this organization.
We know that a child assigned a CASA advocate is more likely to do better in school, and they're more likely to receive the medical, educational, and mental health supportive services that they need.
Congratulations.
After we got sworn in, we were taken back to the CASA offices, and they showed us a lot of files of children who needed a CASA advocate. And the first one they showed us, we just looked at each other and we read through the file, and I just felt like these children needed someone as soon as possible.
When you compare us to an attorney, when you compare us to the state, they have multiple caseloads that they have to deal with. To us, these kids were a focus, being that this was the only case that we were dealing with.
Last year, we learned that 2,300 children in Bexar County were removed from their home due to allegations of abuse and neglect. Through the generous donors that we have and the tremendous efforts of our volunteers and staff, we were able to serve over 50% of those kids here in Bexar County.
When a child goes from an abusive, neglectful home to a safe home, whether that be with the parents or with the family or with an adoptive home, that's the best feeling in the world. And a CASA advocate is essential for those outcomes.